Be me, 27, average guy. Live quiet life, work, gaming, gym sometimes. Been dating Sophie for about a year. She's beautiful, charming, little intense sometimes. At first it was flattering. Thought it meant she really cared. Didn't realize it was foreshadowing. Sophie starts planning things without asking. We should go to my cousin's wedding together. Okay, sure, couples do that. Then it's, we should get a cat. Cat shows up in my apartment 2 days later. Name tag already says Anon Jr. Red flags everywhere. But she's funny, affectionate, makes me feel wanted. My dumb brain. Maybe it's fine. One night at dinner she says, "Do you believe in fate?" I laugh it off, say something dumb like, "Yeah, fate of eating too much pizza." She smiles but her eyes don't laugh. "No, I mean fate. You and me. You're not going anywhere." My face when I thought she was joking. Weeks go by. Sophie's stuff slowly multiplies in my apartment. At first it was toothbrush and shampoo. Now half my closet is floral dresses and hoodies that aren't mine. I live here, but feels like guest in my own save file. She introduces me to people as my future husband. I laugh nervously every time. People laugh too, but she doesn't. She stares at me. Friends notice. "Dude, you okay?" Feels like she's moving fast. Me. "Nah, bro, it's fine. She just knows what she wants." Inside.exe, screaming. One night she brings fancy binder. "Look, I started planning our wedding just for fun. Entire binder filled with venues, cakes, flower arrangements. Just for fun equals she already put deposits down. Try to joke, what if I say no? She leans in close, smiles without blinking. Then I'll just wait until you realize the truth. You and me, Anon, always. My face when I realize I'm not boyfriend anymore. I'm project. Finally hit breaking point. Sophie accidentally called my mom to discuss baby names. Bro, I don't even have a ring. Decide it's time for escape plan. Wait until she goes to work. Pack bag quietly like I'm smuggling contraband. Passport, cash, couple hoodies. Feel like fugitive in my own apartment. Reach front door, heart racing. Hand on knob. Click dot, wave. Door doesn't budge. Check lock. There's a brand new chain I never installed. Sophie's voice behind me. Going somewhere, Anon? Drop bag instantly. She's standing in hallway, calm, holding groceries. How did she even get back so fast? Time slows down. Me.exe has stopped responding. She sets groceries down gently, walks closer. You don't have to run. You just have to stay. Her smile is soft, but her eyes, iron bars. I mutter something about needing space. She touches my cheek. Space is for people who don't belong together. We do. Realize I'm not escaping tonight. Maybe not ever. Sit back down on couch, pretending like everything is normal. Inside, brain screaming louder than dial-up modem. Sophie casually unpacks groceries. Milk, bread, baby vitamins. She hums like background NPC music. Meanwhile, I'm calculating possible escape routes like I'm in Skyrim dungeon. Notice my phone missing from table. Ask her where it is. She smiles. Don't worry, I charged it for you. Check pockets. Empty? Check charger. Phone's gone. She put it in her purse. TFWW. I've been soft locked in my own apartment. She sits next to me, close, way too close. Puts hand on my knee. Anon, you always look so anxious. You don't need to be. I'll handle everything. She says it like she's talking about ordering pizza, not rearranging my entire life. Ask quietly, why the chain on the door, Sophie? Her eyes light up like she's proud of herself. Because I know you. You'd try to leave, and leaving me isn't an option anymore. My face when she says it, calm as weather report. My face when it doesn't even sound like a threat. It sounds like fact, unchangeable. Realization hits harder than bus in GTA. This isn't just clingy girlfriend. Wake up next morning on couch, blanket tucked around me, pillow placed neatly. Not my doing. Sophie sitting at table, sipping coffee, flipping through a planner. Planner? She's made a schedule, not just for her pregnancy. For us. Appointments, shopping lists, names scribbled in margins. Sees me staring. Smiles. Oh, good, you're awake. We've got a busy week. Ask cautiously, we? Of course. You think I'd go to checkups alone? You're the father. She says it like we already had paternity test, signed contract, and shook hands with lawyer. Heart.exe crashes. Try to argue, say it's too soon, that we don't even know for sure. She just tilts her head, smiling sweet but eyes sharp. Why would you even doubt it, Anon? You wouldn't hurt me like that. That feeling when gaslight.exe loading. Day goes on, try to pretend everything normal. She's humming around apartment, reorganizing my shelves like it's her place. Every time I stand up, she gives me some task. Ethan, can you fix the curtain rod? Anon, lift this box, it's heavy for me now. Bro, when did I become unpaid husband DLC? Later that night, she's in shower. Hear phone buzzing on table. Don't want to snoop, but brain whispers curiosity. See Open Notes app. Folder. Titled Plan B. Heart drops harder than crypto in 2022. Skim through quickly. List of baby names with Anon Jr. starred. Timeline of when she'd move in. Already checked off. Tell parents it was mutual decision. Order extra prenatal vitamins. Leave at his place gradually. Bro. She had strategy guide for this whole situation. Here shower stop, panic.exe. Slam phone shut, jump back on couch like NPC idle animation. She walks out in towel, sees me sweating. You okay? Mumble something about overheating console. She smirks. Well, get used to it. Life's only gonna get busier. My face when I realized she didn't trap me by accident. This was scripted from the start. Later, notice little things. My spare keys, gone. Laptop charger, replaced with hers. There's suddenly her clothes in my closet. Half my shelf space now full of prenatal vitamins and herbal tea. Realized she didn't just move in for a bit. She migrated like invasive species. My apartment is her territory now. Wake up next day running on 3 hours sleep. Brain still replaying that Plan B notes file like cursed tape. Decide can't keep this bottled up. Text my best friend Noah. Bro need to talk, urgent. He replies with meme sticker, classic. Meet him at diner, greasy eggs plus burnt coffee kind of morning. Spill everything. Surprise baby, her moving in, secret plan folder. Expecting him to call her insane, back me up. Instead, he just leans back, smirks. Bro, maybe this is what you needed. That feeling when betrayal.exe. Ask what he means. He goes on TED Talk mode. You were coasting through life. Now you've got purpose, a family, responsibility. Bro thinks this is character development arc. I slam fork down. Noah, she literally plotted this behind my back. He shrugs. Yeah, but doesn't mean it won't work out. Sometimes people just know what they want. My face when my own best friend's siding with her. My face when realized he already knew she was pregnant before I did. Ask him how. He hesitates, sips coffee like it's plot armor. She told me weeks ago, said she was gonna lock things down with you. I thought you knew. Heart.exe has stopped responding. Bro knew about trap plan and said nothing. Sit there in stunned silence, grease smell making me nauseous. He pats my shoulder like I just got drafted into war. Congrats, Dad. Walk back to apartment and rain.wav. Shoes soaked, mind heavier than weather. Open door, lights on. She's sitting on couch with blanket, TV paused. Smiles like nothing's wrong. Hey, I made pasta, you hungry? Can't even sit down, just stare at her. Ask straight up. Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant earlier? Her face freezes, then softens into fake innocent mode. I was scared you'd leave, Anon. I didn't want to lose you. Heart pounding like bass drop. Tell her I found her Plan B notes file. Color drains from her face like she just saw a final boss cutscene. She doesn't deny it, just whispers, I just wanted to make sure you stayed. By trapping me? By deciding my life for me? She flinches but doesn't back down. It's not a trap. It's fate. You'll see. You're supposed to be here, with me, with us. Stomach twists. Baby already has pronouns, future, everything. She moves closer, takes my hand, presses it to her stomach. It's too late to run. You're part of this now. My face when she's smiling through my panic like she already won. Couple nights later, I can't keep screaming at ceiling, need someone outside this loop. Decide to go to usual late-night bar, not to drink, just to disappear among strangers. Bar hums like safe mode server. Bartender polishing glasses like monk polishing soul. Sit at counter, order soda. because dignity not completely lost. Bartender, mid-30s, tired eyes, good listener by trade, asks what's up. Don't plan to tell entire life story to stranger.x, but my mouth has other ideas. Spill compressed version. Girlfriend moved in, secret planner, chain on my door, she says I'm father-to-be, best friend knew, I tried to run, I came back. Bartender nods, not shocked, nod like person who's heard too many human glitches. So, what do you want, Ethan? Want advice or just a vent? He asks. Vent.exe selected, but I actually need advice like patch update. Start with vent. Talk about binder, the notes, how she used keys, how Noah shrugged when I told him. Bartender listens, sets down glass, looks me in eye. You're in a weird script, man. She wrote the scene, cast everyone, and put you on autoplay. First person to say it out loud besides me. Small relief wave. He asks blunt, you tried legal route? Locks changed, restraining, you safe? Reality hits. I don't even own the spare keys anymore. She pocketed my phone, my wallet once, said it was for safekeeping. He frowns. That's not love, that's control. You can call the non-emergency police, they'll note it. You can get the locks changed, landlord can do that. You don't have to be polite. Voice in head. But what about the baby? What about being the monster who leaves a pregnant girl? Bartender shrugs like life manual hunter. Being coerced into stuff isn't heroism. Doing nothing until something worse happens, that's not helping anyone. His shrug a small revolt against my self-justifications. Before I can respond, his phone buzzes. It's a message from someone named Sophie. He glances, says casually, she asked me to cover a shift tomorrow, said she's bringing cake. My heart stutters. She's been talking to everyone, moving pieces on the board behind my back again. Bartender notices me freeze, his voice quieter. She's organized, yeah. But folks like that rely on the optics. Make a move out of optics. Leave bar with more questions than answers, but a folder of small actions in head. Change locks, document everything, talk to landlord, lawyer hotline maybe. Walk home under streetlight, rehearsing what to say, how to say it without sparking her meltdown or her theatrical public collapse open door. Apartment unlocked like it always is now. Light on in living room, Sophie sitting cross-legged with planner open, waiting like she always is. She looks up, smiles soft. You're back early. How was bar philosophy? My throat dry, I have list of steps and tiny courage spark from bartender's words. Start with gentle. We need boundaries, and I'm changing the locks tomorrow. Her smile doesn't twitch, calm like iceberg. You can't, she says simply. I told the landlord we're family now. He's on our side. My folder of small actions slides out of my brain like wet paper. Landlord? He's on her side? My chest tightens. Realize this isn't just me versus her anymore. It's her network versus one exhausted guy. And the worst part, I can see it in her face. She expected me to say something like this. She prepared the counter before I even left for the bar. She pats couch beside her, innocent like invitation. Sit. Let's plan the nursery. My face when advice turns into checklist, and the checklist is already obsolete. My face when the echo in the bar fades and the roar in my apartment remains.